David Toborowsky, who has been engaged for 90 days, has revealed whether or not he intends to return to the United States with Suwan and their daughter. The star of the television show 90 Day Fiancé, David Toborowsky, who just relocated to Thailand with his pregnant wife Suwan, is addressing whether or not he would ever return to the United States. In Thailand, Annie came upon David, who was going through a difficult time in his life. Even though David was twice her age, Annie decided to embrace him. David and Annie encountered difficulties in the United States, whether it was in terms of money or even in terms of getting a place to reside. Even throughout the most difficult times of David's life, Annie never let go of him. At this time, Annie and David are expecting their first child together. Annie, who has had to undergo in vitro fertilization, had a challenging voyage ahead of her. The pair has relocated out of the United States, despite the fact that Annie is currently 6 months with her pregnancy. In spite of the fact that the couple has not been providing any responses that are clear, someone recently reached out to David to inquire about whether or not they have any intentions of returning. One of the photographs that Annie uploaded was of them having dinner together, while the others were of them eating Thai food. In her letter, Annie mentioned that she had a piece of chicken and a salad bar that cost $6, while David consumed spicy chicken with Thai basil and an egg. The question was posed by Lissafray10, a fan who inquired, "Are you going to return to the United States after the baby is born?" That was David's response, "At some point." The reason that David and Annie left the United States has left fans of 90 Day Fiancé rather perplexed. Suddenly, it appeared as though David made the decision to travel to Thailand with Annie, who was in the midst of her pregnancy. In the comments that they received from fans, they asked whether or not it was a safe plan for Annie to fly while she was in her 3rd trimester. Fans were reassured by David that they had nothing to be concerned about. During the time that Annie was giving delivery, David shared with his followers that she desired to be with her family. It was also brought to their attention that their daughter would be able to hold dual citizenship. It is possible that she will be born in Thailand, yet she will also be a citizen of the United States. On the other hand, it appears that David and Annie do not possess a return ticket. David has also brought his sister beside him on this journey. On their Instagram account, they have been blogging about the fun they have had in Thailand. David has stated that they will not be returning to the show 90 Day Fiancé in the near future. However, they have been posting updates on social media in which they discuss everything that they have experienced during their first pregnancy together. Due to the fact that David has just recently begun his career in real estate, it is highly probable that he will return to the United States at some point in the future. On the other hand, Annie might remain in the area, most likely until they believe their child is old enough to leave the house. Annie and David were always aware of the fact that they would never be able to settle down in the United States permanently. Since the beginning of the 7-year period, they have never stopped traveling to Thailand on a regular basis. In addition to that, they own property in the country. In the event that David is successful in finding employment in Thailand, it would not come as a surprise. Additionally, their responsibilities as influencers can be performed remotely. Cameo is another way that David and Annie make money, and their fans are even more enthusiastic about the videos that have been shot in Thailand during this time. This couple from 90 Day Fiancé is quite adept at what they are doing.